This episode is brought to you by Border Brewing Company and the coolest little craft cocktail spot in Kansas City on 1804 West 39th Street, Goat and Rabbit. We're also brought to you by the Kansas City horror thriller Doll Eyes, playing at Glenwood Theater in Overland Park, 7 p.m. on July 31st. Don't fall asleep. Today, Nivens sits down with Darcy Barnett. She's a bartender and true artist at the craft cocktail bar Goat and Rabbit. She's won Kansas City's Best Bartender from KC Mag and The Pitch. Other topics that are in the shaker are being homeschooled through junior year and then entering public school senior year to sing show choir, taking individual day road trips for fun, and hopeful new bar, Hand Over Fist. She's a lot of fun, so mix one up with bartender Darcy Barnett. The Prince of Possum Trot, the Mayor of Gullytown, a Kansas City kid. Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned in to Kansas City with Jason Nivens.
Starlight coming, ride, fetch my lightning rod.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You have your cocktail?
I have my water.
You have your water?
Yeah.
You already had your cocktail?
I did.
What was your cocktail?
It was the Corn Star Martini, which is a Baijiu-based porn star martini riff. Typically vodka, passion fruit, vanilla. It's delicious.
How'd you get into bartending?
Okay.
Is that like where did, because you're from Peculiar.
No, I'm from Pleasant Hill.
Pleasant Hill, excuse me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I know you're Pleasant Hill, and I remember from meeting you at Border, you're a homeschool gal.
Yeah, I was homeschooled almost the entire way.
Until when?
Until up through 11th grade, so until senior year.
Okay, so before we even talk about the bartending,
yeah,
for Kansas City's Best Bartender, KC Mag and Pitch Weekly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So there was KC Mag first and then Pitch Weekly?
Yeah, KC Mag 2024, The Pitch 2025.
2026 results for...
pending.
For The Pitch.
Pending for The Pitch,
But KC Mag came out as of this recording today.
Yeah, it did.
I'm not even going to talk about them not choosing. So how do you go from... Well, first of all, you go from homeschool through 11th grade, and then your senior year... You're thrust into school?
Yes.
The hell was that like?
Okay, so I wanted so desperately to do show choir.
So you wanted to be involved in activities?
Yeah. So I begged my mom to put me in public school. And she kind of saw it as a benefit because I would have an easily transferable diploma if I did my last year at a public school.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you do the choir?
I did do show choir. I made it into the show choir. Yeah, it was super fun. Pleasant Hill's a huge show choir town, which you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, because it's south of Lee Summit, right?
Yeah. It's on I-7 highway.
Is Pleasant? Wait, hold on. Is this the town that has a little train depot, but the train doesn't go anymore?
Yep.
And it has the billiars hall that you can smoke cigarettes and stuff?
Yes,
I've stopped in there before.
Yeah,
it's a quaint little downtown.
It is.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah. So from Kansas City, downtown proper, it's probably 45 minutes away?
45 minutes on the dot.
Okay, so door to door. Okay. So you got through high school, and then when did you get into bartending?
Okay, so I went to college for a little bit in Missouri State.
Okay.
Did not enjoy Springfield very much. Ended up transferring to UMKC.
Okay.
Had a really crappy job at UPS.
Oh, man.
Loading trucks.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I was I'm 5'11" and I was $120 soaking wet, and they had me loading trucks.
You have to lift 50, 60 pounds?
Oh, over that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, over that.
Oh, man.
So I was doing that because it worked with my school schedule.
Sure.
And I was tutoring some fellow classmates in calculus one day, and my friend Steven was like, "Hey, you should really come work at my restaurant. We need a server. I think you'd be great at it." And this
was your first serving gig?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And he was like, "I'm sure you'll make a lot more money than you're making at UPS." And I was like, "You know what? I'll try it." And it was the funniest interview I've ever had because I walked in and I was wearing a really nice dress. And the manager said to me, "Oh, you're the girl with long legs that Steven said would be coming in."
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, all right.
right, but also I've been inappropriate, pal.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This was a This was like 2012, 2013. So the times were different.
Yeah. Shit's changed a little bit, sure. So you get the serving gig.
Yes.
And then from there, is that how you got into?
Yeah. So that was at Broadway Jazz Club. Well, it used to be on 36th and Broadway.
Broadway Jazz Club.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very short lived.
Right.
But I got noticed in the jazz industry working at that particular spot. I worked my way up from server to bartender just by being super annoying and asking a lot of questions. And I eventually started bartending there. And when it closed down, John Scott from Green Lady was like, "Hey, do you want to come work at Green Lady?"
Did you see they caught a fire recently?
Yeah, I did.
Dude.
Yeah, the HVAC
like the
system.
day after the old Green Duck, the old historical.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Their HVAC system. I hope they're back open soon for sure.
That's what they said in their post.
Yes, it'll be about a month.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I called that place home for 7 years.
Wow. So that's really where you started.
Yeah, that's really where I cut my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I bartend, but I'm also at a brewery. So it's pretty much just like beer. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like doing what you're doing, which is putting some crazy cocktails together. When you have a place like Green Lady that you're working at, do you have, obviously, I know the answer. You've got people that are kind of guiding you along.
Yeah. Yes.
But did you also have like your own ideas? Like, let me try this or let me try that. Like, how did that work?
I started riffing my own ideas at Green Lady, but Green Lady is about speed and consistency.
Right.
And is less about like, oh, I'm going to make you the most amazing cocktail you've ever had.
Sure.
Like, because they're trying to serve as many patrons as possible, get everyone to experience the local jazz scene.
Right.
Like the ambiance and the music are the focuses there.
Right.
But as soon as I went to Corvino,
rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that is the reason I chose Corvino as my place to like move on to, was because I knew they were doing like excellent craft cocktails. And I wanted to learn how to do that.
Spend some time like really working with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how long were you at Corvino?
I was there for 3 years.
Wow.
And I loved it.
So you've been at it for a better part of a decade now. Because where this recording is happening is not at Corvino and it's not at Green Lady.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We are at Goat and Rabbit, which is my current spot. It's a cute little craft cocktail bar on 39th Street. It's the only craft cocktail bar really in the area. So it's super special.
Yeah. But it's inside of a historic haunt for us old Kansas City farts.
Yeah. So it's formerly DB Cooper's.
Yes.
Yeah.
So DB Cooper's I remember as a spot you could go at 6 a.m. to get a drink.
Yeah.
And play pool. So, and when I walked in tonight, I was like, this looks nothing like DB Cooper's, man.
Nope. Yeah. I used to hear tales of the Kansas City Shuffle, where people would go to like jazz clubs until, they closed, and then they'd go to the Foundation until they closed. Sure. And then they'd go on to DB Cooper's and keep it rolling.
Oh, God. Have you been to the Foundation?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Many times.
I took my wife on our first date
at the Foundation.
We did. So we went and saw at the now defunct Screenland Cinema, which is in the Crossroads, which is actually the west side by my house. We went and saw Hobo with the Shotgun. Which was and I took her to see that movie after we ate at Garozzo's in Columbus Park.
Love.
Right. So I took her to Columbus Park and took her to Garozzo's, and we saw Hobo with the Shotgun. And then we went to Westport for like a nightcap. And then I said, "Are you familiar with the Foundation?" And she was like, "I have no idea what that is." And I was like, "It's an after hours jazz club down at 18th and Vine. Stays open until 5 or 6 in the morning." She's like, "Let's go." So we went there and she was like, "This place is wild." And I'm like,
it is wild. I have, every time I go there, it's like out of a storybook. I feel like.
Yeah. My boy Quinn just did a remodel job for the bar in the place, and he sent me photos, and it looks so good. Because he sent me like the before photos where it's just like piecemeal together over the decades it's been around to like, it looks nice. Like
it's a functional bar.
Flooring is like intact, whereas certain spots of the floor was not intact.
Yeah.
So, but the Foundation is one of those spots where like, there's like the last time we attempted to go there, my boy Quinn. It was his bachelor party, and we walked there from the crossroads, which is, as you know, is the longest walk in the world.
Yes.
Because even though you can see the sign for 18th and Vine from these crossroads, like once you get walking,
if you're drunk, if you've had a few and you're making that trot, it's a long walk.
And then we got there, we knocked on the door, and the guy's like, "We don't open until 1:30. We're like, "What time is it?" He's like, "It's only midnight."
Lord.
And we're like, we're all a bunch of old dudes just like,
just past the time of shady lady. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we went the opposite direction to where Quinn and his wife live, which is like 5 blocks to the south. So, but the shady lady.
Yay.
Yeah.
I can be found there every now and then.
Really? So I got a little funny story about shady lady.
Okay.
There was a brief moment when I was doing a DoorDash thing, right?
Yeah.
And so my son, he was, I guess, 7 at the time. He's 8 now. He used to roll around with me and do that, right? So we're way out south doing a delivery, and I get a notification, and it's like for Nicole, and it gives this address, and we have to stop off at a seafood place, and we got like shrimp fettuccine, right? So we get the shrimp fettuccine, we record it on the DoorDash thing, and it brings up the address, and it's like, bring it to the front door of the shady lady and ask for like Lexi or something like that.
You had a
right?
hungry dancer on your hands.
And so I'm telling Credence, I'm like, "Okay, bud, we're going to a strip club." And he's like, "What's a strip club?" And I had to like explain it to him. And he's like, "I don't know if I can go." And I was like, "We have to. We have the food, right?" And so and he likes to deliver the food with me. So we go to the front door. We knock on it. The bouncer comes out. He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "This is for Lexi." He's like, "Oh, right on, man." He looks at Credence and he's like, "Right on, man." And Credence dabs him. And we walk out of there. and because as we were walking up, I'm like, "No matter what happens, just be cool, man. Just be cool." He's like, "Okay, I'll be cool." and so I texted my wife, telling her the whole story of what happened. And then I had to go to work the next morning or do something the next morning. I don't remember what it was. But he comes down and he calls my wife Babe, because I call her Babe. He's neurodivergent.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, "Babe, I have to tell you something." And she goes, "What is it?" He goes, "We delivered to a strip club last night." And he's like, "Really?" And she goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah. I didn't see anything. We were outside, but I wanted you to know."
An honest boy.
But all I thought about was, that's pretty ambitious to have shrimp fettuccine before you got to get on stage.
That's crazy work.
That's like,
her tummy's going to be hurting.
So that's a little anecdote that I thought I'd share.
Oh, I love.
Yeah. So I don't know how we got onto this topic, but here we are.
Yeah.
All right. So you were here at Goat and Rabbit.
Yeah.
And Goat and Rabbit is a reference to Kansas City history, right?
It is. Yeah. Political parties.
Yeah.
Like in the Prohibition era.
Yeah. Pendergast and all those cats. So you guys have been here how long now?
I think we're on year 5 or 6.
And you've been here for how many?
I have only been here since September of 25.
Okay.
So I've only been here for a couple months, but I've really been enjoying it. Our beverage director, Mari Matsumoto, is incredible. KC bartending legend.
Yeah.
And I'm learning so much from her.
And from that, you've done pop-ups, right?
Yeah. So I'm trying to start my own bar. The name of the concept is Hand Over Fist, and that comes from the first cocktail I ever put on a menu at Corvino.
Okay.
Was same name.
Yeah.
And it was like a tangerine bourbon sour with black walnut bitters, and it was super good. I delivered that cocktail to the menu under one of my mentors, Hannah Jones.
Okay.
She now works at High Dive amongst a couple other places, and she's also trying to start her own business with her husband, Jeff Workman.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So
when you do these pop-ups, I think one of the things that caught my attention was you're really big into mocktails.
Yeah. So I've always held that mocktails are super duper important to like the bar ecosystem. Like, I want everybody who comes into my bar, regardless of their relationship to alcohol, to feel welcome and to feel like they can, sit there and have a good time, have a great drink, and it be worth the money,
right?
And not just a cup of juice,
right? Yeah, sure.
Or like a Coke with a lime. Like I want people to feel included, because I took 17 months off drinking. And I found that there was a real lack in like the KC bar scene of like good mocktails and just like any sort of like welcoming atmosphere if you didn't imbibe.
I've read a lot about in larger cities in Kansas City, go out to the coast, whether it's LA, whether it's New York, Chicago, that there are like these, like, for lack of a better word, NA bars that are popping up, and it seems, and they're thriving.
Yeah.
So when you look to make like a mocktail for somebody, do you talk to them about what it is that they're into, or do you just say, hey, I'm going to put something together and just, not like a one size fits all, but like you kind of dig around to figure out what they're into?
Yeah. So I always ask a couple questions, like, are you wanting something more sweet or more savory or like refreshing? Like what kind of flavor palette are you looking for? Do you want something super citrusy? And I kind of try to hone in on what they're wanting.
Okay.
Because like people always ask, what's good here? And and I always say,
every time they walk in, like, I like beer. It's like, okay,
yeah.
But that's, the spectrum is so wide.
Yeah.
Right?
And like my answer is always like, hey, the drink that is going to be best for you is what you want to drink. So I would love to hear your preferences.
What are some of your when you roll out your pop-ups, like what are your like go-to have to have on site liquids that you then put together? You know what I mean? Like are you having like orange juice over here, lemonade over here, or something completely different that I'm... So
I like bring my own batches to my pop-ups.
So you make something in-house?
I make something in-house prior, and I batch it all together. For example, at this last pop-up I did at King G, I had like a NA Aperol Spritz.
Okay.
So I took, it was basically kind of like I don't know really how to describe it. It's a rotovap. But it's a piece of technology where it essentially steams the alcohol out of a liquid. And so it evaporates the alcohol, but it keeps the rest of the liquid.
Okay.
So I did that to Aperol, took out all alcohol content from it. And then I added some mint syrup, some lemon juice, and some sparkling grape juice. And so made like a little spritz moment. And it was so good.
Okay. Yeah. So how many of these pop-ups have you done with your like when you do pop-ups, you have the mocktails and you have your own alcoholic beverages as well.
Yeah.
Right?
So I usually feature like about five cocktails and then 2 mocktails.
You have like a little menu and this is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. So kind of the way that my pop-ups are working is what's on the menu is what you can choose from. I'm happy to pour people like a vodka soda if they want one, but most people are there to try my cocktails.
I got it. Okay. Yeah. And you've cultivated a following because of this.
A little bit, yeah. And I'm super duper thankful to all of the people that like come and support me because they do so over and over again, and it's very humbling. Like because it's just like there are people that care about what I'm doing, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's one thing about Kansas City, and it's like we'll rally around each other, like pretty good. So when you venture out, when you go to a establishment, are you kind of like you're like undercover bossing it, where you're like, I'm gonna see what this gal or this guy can do? So
that's tough. I will say when I'm here in town, there's a couple spots I go to because I know what they're doing is incredible. Like I'd shout out my friends Colton and Giselle who are doing a pop-up called Mirage Bar right now. Okay. They're doing incredible stuff. I know every time I go, all their cocktails are going to be amazing. I will say though, when I'm out of town and I don't know any of these people, I drink a gin and tonic or I drink a Miller High Life because I do not trust other people.
Okay. So you're like, I'm just going to go with the devil, sort of philosophy. Yep. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless someone's shown me like that they can deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to pay $15 for a drink that I'm like, this sucks.
Let me get behind the bar. I'll show you.
Yeah.
So where do you like to travel to?
I love to go to little day trips like Omaha. Mm-hmm. I love so much. They have a great food and beverage scene, which is not expected.
Yeah. There was a time when Omaha had more breweries than Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I went on their brew tour years ago and they had like 3 or 4 more breweries at the time than KC did. So it's kind of wild to think about like a place like Omaha.
Yeah. Like people would think, flyover city, but that place is awesome. Yeah. Every time I hear someone's going there, I have like a whole list of recommendations to give them.
Where do you like to go up there?
Love going to La Colono, the tiki bar there. Okay. It's incredible. Love all the people that work there. The cocktails are amazing. The food's good. And the atmosphere is just, you can't be beat. It's super cool.
Right.
Super cool tiki bar.
Where else do you like to go to?
Yoshitomo. is a sushi restaurant that's in Omaha, and you would think sushi in Omaha.
Yeah.
That chef has
But that's
been
also like sushi in Kansas City.
Yeah,
like, I get it, you know, yeah.
That chef has been nominated for multiple James Beard Awards, though.
Oh, wow.
And literally, I've gone there twice. And both times I've gone, I have not uttered a word to the person I went with the entire meal because it's just so good. You aren't talking to each other.
Yeah. That's when you know it's good.
Yeah.
And what other cities like when you leave KC?
So I recently went to Detroit last year, and I absolutely loved Detroit.
Detroit Rock City.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that the art scene there is just so cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some friends that live up in Ann Arbor, and they took me to Detroit for the day, and
Okay.
it was so cool.
Did you fly up there or drive?
I drove. I'm an idiot.
How long is that drive?
11 hours.
Ooh. You fly solo?
I did. I like to fly solo. I live a long solo road trip. Just me and my true crime podcast, you know?
I was going to say, what is it when you're on the road solo for 11 hours? What are you listening to? Is it all podcasts?
I do a lot of podcasts, but I also rock my top two genres, which are Midwest emo and then rap and hip hop.
So Midwest emo.
Mm-hmm.
What top 3, 4, 5 bands are popping up in there?
Oh, 3. I'll give you my top 3.
All
Okay.
right.
So Saturdays at Your Place.
Okay.
My number 1.
Okay.
They're incredible. Really give them a listen. Number 2 would probably be either Carly Cosgrove or Ben Quad. I saw Ben Quad at the Rhino with Eric Jeans not too long ago.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was incredible.
Okay.
And then number 3.
Shout out Jeans.
Yeah, shout out Eric Jeans.
Yeah.
And then number 3 is going to have to be Primrose. They're kind of newer,
Okay.
but I've been really digging them. And they're playing Denver soon, and I'm really thinking about going.
It's about 8 to 10 hours, right?
Yep. I'd fly to that one. That drive is awful.
Oh, man. I mean, the Flint Hills of Kansas are gorgeous, but after that, it's a
Awful.
desert. It's a desert.
Terrible.
It really is a desert.
No good, very bad.
And then no good, very bad. And then your hip hop.
I love hip hop. I'm a huge Kendrick fan.
Okay, sure.
Love him. A lot of people are going to allege that I'm a Drake fan. I will neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. Yeah, because those guys got beef, right?
They got major beef.
I don't know much about it other than, what I've seen online, which is like they got beef.
Yeah.
They got beef. And you got a third one?
I'm trying to think here because I rotated a lot. I've actually been liking a lot of like Texan rappers recently, like that Mexican OT and Big X the Plug.
Okay.
Love them. Love them down.
Did not have that on my bingo card for today.
Yeah.
I love that though. That's great.
I'm full of surprises.
But that's what I think. I think it's great. Like you chat with people and you just don't like. We all have ideas about who people are and like what they're into, and then you start chatting with them and you're like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah. No, Darcy Barnett is a huge rap and hip hop fan. Let it be known.
And Darcy Barnett will talk about herself in third person from time
Yes,
to time. So, do you have any shows that are on the horizon that you're going to go to, other than the one maybe in Denver that you're talking about going to?
Yeah.
At least Kansas City, like locally wise.
There's this incredible band called Spanish Love Songs, and they have a show in Columbia, Missouri, and I think I might go up there with a couple of folks from Border.
That's easy.
On June 22nd.
That's an easy little couple hours, right? I've had some good time. We've had some good times in Columbia. Obviously, if you're into the river and the bike trails and all that, Cooper's Landing's great just outside of Columbia. And then their little downtown is very akin to most every other college town, old Midwest city downtown. Lawrence is kind of the same thing. You been to Lawrence lately? You go to Lawrence?
Yeah, I go to Lawrence every now and then.
I can see that. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I have a lot of bands that I like play at the Granada.
Sure.
So
Yeah. When was the last time you were in Lawrence?
It was not that long ago. I saw Joyce Manor, another Midwest emo band.
Okay.
I saw them with a couple folks from Border.
Yeah.
And I want to only say that was like less than a month ago. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
pause for beer sip.
Pause for drink if you're drinking along. So you like being a bartender?
I love it. I love it. And
what do you like about it?
So it used to be that I just liked the creation of the drink. And I would say that since working at Goat and Rabbit, a big thing I've learned is that I really like making people happy. I really, really like just knocking it out of the park with a drink for someone, like exactly what they want.
Yeah.
I a lot of people that know me will agree. I'm a chronic people pleaser. And there are some good things to that. There's some bad things to that, but
Sure.
something,
it's a double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword for sure. But I think in hospitality, just being able to make people happy and make them feel welcome and maybe like turn their day around is such a big deal and such a power to wield.
When somebody walks in and they let you know, because they do, I just had a shit day. And they might not say shit day, but they'll let you know, like, I've had a day. And you're like, all right, we're going to start a tab or one and done. I'm like, probably one and done.
Yeah.
And then, you get to chatting with them, making a drink that they like. And they're like, let me get something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge win for me whenever I can like.
There's a weird energy exchange. There's
100%.
You know what I mean? Like it's almost like, to your point, like you're just putting it out there, like, have a good day, have a good day, instead of like, I'm going to have a bad day. You're not going to try and take that energy in, but you put that out there and you can kind of see their day sort of flip over. From
you gotta, at a certain point, you gotta let other people's bad energy bounce off of you. Yeah. And you just gotta project out good. Yeah. And that's what I try to do. Like there are sometimes on the weekends, people come at me sideways and you just gotta smile and say, hey, thank you so much. I hope you have a great night. Right. Yeah. Here's your tab.
So you tossed some folks out of here before?
So we have had to do that before. I will say most people mind their manners here. Yeah. It's kind of a nicer place, so I feel like people are on their best behavior.
Yeah, it's not the old DBs.
It's not the old DBs, but I will say, like, I am no stranger to throwing people out. I have a quick story if you want to hear it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like, what? Yeah, please.
Are you familiar with the band Bauhaus?
Yes.
Like Fathers of Goth Rock?
Yeah.
Peter Murphy?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So I did throw them out of Green Lady one time.
Oh,
yeah. This is one of my better stories, but
go ahead.
Peter Murphy.
I'm gonna pick you out.
Yeah, pick you out.
Yeah.
Peter Murphy came in with his crew after a show, and I can't even remember what year it was, but this was it was prior to me starting at Corvino, so it was probably like 2018 or something like that. Okay. But he came in and I saw him and I didn't recognize him because I don't really care about who's in the band. Right. I just like the music. Right. And I looked at him and I had the thought in my head that I was like, that guy looks like he died a fucking week ago. Like he was just skin and bones, wearing a fur coat, no shirt, skinny jeans, skin tight, like leather pants. Yeah. And he was just being weird and rude. And we were like, all right, whatever, we'll serve him. The whole place fills up because they all hear that Bauhaus is there. Right. And so I'm running around like a crazy person. And Peter Murphy is loudly soliciting cocaine from everybody around him. And then his manager is going behind him and is like, hey, don't give it to him. He's an addict. All right. Right. So he hears about this and he fires his manager in front of everybody, very loudly, very angrily. And they were like, hey, man, you can't be doing all that. You gotta leave. And on his way out, he called us Nazis and stiffed us on the tab. So, yeah, it was.
How much was his tab?
It was sizable because it was his whole band drinking quite a few. But it was.
That's wild.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite celebrity interactions.
Yeah. Wow.
I've had a couple celebrities that would come through Green Lady because, it's so dark. They can get in and out and not get noticed. Yeah. Right. But yeah, that's one of my favorites is kicking out Peter Murphy.
You still listen to Bauhaus?
You know what? Bella Luigi's Dead is a great song, and I'll give him that. He cooked with that one, but not for the most part.
When the rest of them show up on the Spotify, you're just skip. Well, right. That's wild, man. Don't be like that.
Yeah, just don't be like that. Just be chill.
Just be chill.
Just be chill and don't solicit drugs from everyone around you.
Nonchalantly.
Be chill about it. Be discreet.
You'll know if a guy's doing it. You'll know. You can tell.
Be demure.
You got a little scratch up here. Demure. I like that one. So, well, I hope that Hand Over Fist is it launches soon. Yeah. And I hope that we can circle back around and be like, look at the grand opening.
Yeah,
here
no, I want to do a couple more pop-ups and like.
Do you have a couple more in the books?
So I think the next one's probably going to be at Border.
Nice.
Maybe in July, maybe around 4th of July. We're gonna feel it out.
Yeah. Shit, that's like a month away from this recording. It's so fast.
I know, but we're gonna look at that, and then I'm gonna try to do them every other month. Get a business plan together. Start looking for investors.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's ramping up then.
It's ramping up.
Oh, hell yeah.
It'll happen faster than you think.
I know, right? That's how it always does. So,
yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out with me today.
Yeah, absolutely.
I told you did good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Nah, I guess you can find me on Instagram.
Yes. Give them the information.
Hand over fist KC, or my personal, which is green.dartruce. Wordplay on green chartreuse. My favorite.
Yeah.
So I guess those are the best ways to reach me. I'm always on Instagram, never on Facebook. Don't ever try to add me on Facebook.
The cesspool that is.
Yes, sir.
I know, but it's like a necessary evil for us right now.
It is.
Like, I just keep, and LinkedIn. I'm pushing shit out on LinkedIn.
Hey, I'm on LinkedIn, but I'm a data analyst on LinkedIn. I ain't no bartender.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers to you, sir.
Cheers. Data analyst on LinkedIn. You don't know me?
That's my persona, my alternate persona.
Right. Like, you're like, oh, Peter Parker. He's a nice little fella. Motherfucker Spider-Man. All right, shout out to Darcy once again. Thank you for hanging out with us on Kansas City with Jason Nivens. And hats off to her for being named Pitch Weekly's best bartender again. When we were doing the recording, the results hadn't come out yet, but now we know. So for the third year in a row, she's best bartender, twice with the Pitch Weekly and once with Casey Mag. So nice work, girl. Now, as I mentioned in the podcast, Goat and Rabbit is located inside of the old DB Cooper spot right on 39th Street, 1804 West 39th Street. Knowing 39th Street, knowing that area and the history of the neighborhood, I had to take a deep dive down into the address. Before DB's was ever a thought, think like the early 1910s, 1910, 11, 12, 13, etc. 1804 West 39th Street was home to Bly's Pool Hall, and it served as a meetup spot for amateur baseball. And this is what I love seeing. Unfortunately, it got kind of cut off, so maybe I can send it to Parker and he can show it off to the side. One of the newspapers in Kansas City used to have amateur baseball notes. So baseball's always been big in KC. We know all about the Royals, of course, and the A's and the Monarchs and the Blues. But when you look over this newspaper article, what I loved about it was like, it would basically just put all the different, you'd be calling people out, right? Like to play ball. So you look through this and you read it, and it says like, the 24th Street Merchants practice on the parade tomorrow night. All players of the C.A. Wilkerson be at Mulebox Park at 12:30 p.m. Sunday. The W.J. Kings will play the Harris Gore Jewelry Company at 48th and Bellevue Sunday. Players of both teams report on grounds at 1:30 o'clock. The East Linwood Blues defeated the Cats Drug Company yesterday. The features of the game were the heavy hitting of the Blues and the pitching of Bernard. But you go down to the bottom, and this is the one that I liked towards the very end of it. In fact, it's the last one. The following report at 1804 West 39th Street Sunday morning for practice. Joe Larson, B. Benito, Harry Everson, Arthur Phillips, Young Veterinary, Earl Kaufman, Yellow, Arnold Drimmel, and any other fast 16 or 17-year-old player that wishes to join a good, fast junior team. Yo, what's up? I just love that. And then, of course, the 64111 zip code has a lot of great properties for sale, like this guy right here. That one is listed for, I think, $250,000. This one right here is in the $300,000s. And the old neighborhood still got a missing middle. They got condos for sale, $100,000 to $200,000. I found one of them, this one right here exactly, for $90,000. So if you're in the market, let me know. And thanks once again, Parker, for putting this all together. Let's see, kcjnmedia@gmail.com. Who should we chat with next? kcjnmedia@gmail.com. Peace.
I ain't afraid. I got a bed we got.
Thanks for listening to Kansas City with Jason Nivens. We appreciate you, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, we'll catch you next time.